Welcome back to Ask Allison. Here is today's question. Hi, Allison. I have a question for you. As a new mom, I'm ramping up my private practice. Until now, my cancellation policy has been very black and white. I use a 48-hour cutoff or the session fee is owed. Now, however, I'm guessing I'll need more flexibility as needs for my son arise, and I may have to cancel the same day or try and reschedule the same day with clients. How do I navigate a cancellation policy now with more flexibility? I don't want to be a hypocrite and hold the boundary charging for missed sessions if I might be needing flexibility more for same day illness issues. Up until now, I've almost never missed a day, so I felt justified in being more rigid. Help. So first, I'd like to thank TherapyNotes for sponsoring Ask Allison. They're the #1 rated electronic health record system available today. They have live telephone support 7 days a week. It is clear why they are rated 4.9 out of 5 stars on Trustpilot, and they have a 5-star rating on Google. They make billing, scheduling, note-taking, and telehealth incredibly easy, and they even offer e-prescribe. If you're coming from another EHR, they make that transition incredibly easy. Find out what more than 100,000 mental health professionals already know and try TherapyNotes for 2 months free. Use the promo code ABUNDANT at therapynotes.com. All right, so I appreciate you caring about fairness in your practice. There are a few considerations, and I want everyone watching or listening to know that there isn't a right or wrong here. It's important that you set policies in your practice that you've thought through and that you'll uphold. As a parent, I can confirm that with kids, things do not always go as planned. So here are some options. Number 1, you could hold your policy as is. You may have to cancel sometimes. You aren't charging them if you cancel. I'd expect that you would only cancel if it's needed, not on a whim. I'm guessing that your clients would assume the same. So while things don't go as planned all the time, it doesn't mean things go wrong last minute all the time. One of my kids had significant health issues for about 2 years. Most of the time, I could reschedule the same week. I had to build in some added just in case time into my work hours in order to accommodate that. But we're also talking about extraordinary circumstances. And we're talking about, at most 5 to 7 appointments a week that needed to get rescheduled. I also learned to rely on family and friends a bit more during that time because it just wasn't feasible for me to be the one that handled all of it. Another option would be to waive the late cancellation fee in the event of illness or injury. That's what I do. If my client or their kids are sick, I don't charge them. Don't adopt that because it's what I do. I want you to search yourself and see what fits the best for you. I adopted that when I was pregnant with my first daughter. I caught every single cold or bug that came within a half mile with me, and I was so sick of being sick that I didn't want a single sniffle near me. This was before online therapy was such a thing. And honestly, my clients still came when they were sick, and I just kept getting sick. So it was worth the effort. And as I saw how much less predictive my life was, or predictable my life was as a parent, I kept the policy. Again, I'm not saying it's right or wrong. It's just a choice I made in my practice that works for me. I've not had any clients abuse it. And most of the time, we try to work them in some other time that week if we can. Yeah, and I maintained it because my kids' health conditions and some of my own health conditions, I've needed to be more flexible. It has not hurt my business to do this. When I can, I get clients in the same week. When I can't, I count it in with my cushion time. I always recommend that people assume at least 6 weeks off a year when making their financial goals. Adding 1 to 2 weeks to whatever it is that they want or expect off. And that way, when they get sick or a client no-shows or there's a snowstorm and the internet is out, it doesn't impact their financial well-being at all. Yeah, so I hope that helps you think through it. We walk you through private practice boundaries and policies in the Abundance Party. We provide some different things to consider than you might have considered if it's based off what you did in an agency. Today's worksheet is a little taste of the policies to think through in your practice. And if you want your practice to work better for you in 2023, come on and join us now in the Abundance Party. That's at abundanceparty.com. You can use promo code FALL this week to get 25% off your first month. If you have questions for Ask Allison, please DM me over on Instagram, or there's a link in bio where you can go and enter in whatever questions you may have. Yeah, have a great day, and I will talk with you later.